Child's pose allows the body, but more importantly, the mind and the breath and the central nervous system to kind of land. And sometimes you find that you don't land right away. It takes maybe half the class, quarter of the class, all of the class. So don't put any limitations on that. But arriving here and slowing down, connecting to your breath, connecting to the feeling of your body, just kind of holding the space on the mat. Spread your palms a little wider and lift your forearms so they're active. Yeah. Now keep the arms very active. Make that strong connection with your hands. Curl the toes into the mat and lift up to a down dog. So as you come up to this downward facing dog, allow your body to take up a lot of space this morning on your mat. Then look at your hands and just make sure that your hands are about shoulder width distance apart roughly. Some of us like it a little tighter, a little wider. You know, it's all personal preference. But whatever you choose, your thumbs, your index finger, your baby finger have a little bit of a turn out, tiny bit. Then look back at your feet. Your feet are roughly hip width distance. Great. Soften a little behind the knees if you feel any restriction to the back side of your body. So any tightness in the hamstring, the lower back, that's going to indicate that a little bend or a deep bend behind the knees will be helpful. Then pay attention to your toes. Spread them wide. That actually stretches out the front of the shins. Draw the pit of the belly in and up, and breathe your hips way up off your shoulders. So the goal is to get your hips out of your shoulders. All the weight has a tendency to drop down. Let your shoulders move away from your ears this morning. Let your head, your jaw, your face, everything just drop and relax. Feel the outer triceps grip. Great. In this down dog, breathe your right leg up and back. Just breathe your right leg up and back. Now, when you lift the right leg, we want to lift with like deliberate energy. Lift from your inner thigh. And notice that the left leg, you have to keep it engaged. The hip has to hug in. Now look forward with your eyes. And in one piece, try and do it. Step your right foot forward and through. It might be 2 steps, but see if you can just get your foot all the way forward and through. Drop your back knee down on an angle. If you need to pat it, please have something nearby to do that. And then rise to a supported lunge. When you're in supported lunge, you just want to make sure your left knee isn't jamming into the mat. So I recommend sliding the knee back a little so you have more of a hip flexor stretch. Yeah, there you go. And then you pick, maybe a little heavier in that front thigh, maybe backing out of it a little bit if your lower back feels more sensitive. Side body is long. Hands to frame your front foot. We'll integrate the back left knee so it pops up off the ground and you're in a low lunge. Activate your hands, and then in one swoop, you'll step to a down dog. Yep. Breathe your left leg up and back. Breathe it up and back. When you lift, be deliberate and lift from your inner thigh. Focus on the energy of your right hip, the right side of your body, kind of hugging it all in. Look forward with your eyes and then see if in one swoop, maybe 2 swoops, it depends on you, step that foot forward and through. Great. Drop the back knee on an angle. You can keep the toes curled or relax the foot. Either way works. Sweep the arms up, supported lunge, reminding you to not have the knee jamming into the mat on an angle so the front line of the body is getting a nice little opening. Side ribs are long. Give a little more or back out a little, depending on your body this morning. It's definitely warm in here, so, use that on our side. Hands to frame your front foot. Integrate your back right knee. So you're in one little low lunge here, and then you step back in one piece, down dog. So now we're going to move a little bit faster on the breath. Breathe your right leg up and back, 3-legged down dog. Look forward and step your right foot forward and through. Drop the back knee on an angle, swoop up on the breath. Feel. Hands to frame your front foot, integrate your back left knee, activate your arms, step in one piece, dog. The left foot leg, we breathe it up and back. So just moving and breathing this morning. Look forward, step the foot forward and through. There you go. Drop the back knee on an angle, swoop it up. Supported lunge. Hands come down to frame your front foot. Integrate the back knee, step back dog. One more, breathe the right leg up and back, 3-legged down dog. Step the right foot forward and through. Drop the back knee on an angle. Hands to frame your front foot, integrate that back knee, step back down dog. So just moving and breathing. Left leg lifts up and back, 3-legged down dog. Step it forward and through, low lunge, drop the back knee, bring it up, breathe. So you're breathing the front line of the body open. Hands to frame your front foot. Integrate the back knee, step back, down dog. Breathe your right leg up and back, three-legged down dog. Look forward and step your right foot forward and through. Keep the back knee lifted. Stay low to the floor right here. Nice job. You're going to stay low and you're going to creep through center. You're going to creep, creep, creep all the way to the back skinny edge of the mat. You're going to be in a low lunge. Yep. So now you're just facing the back edge of the mat. You're in a low lunge. Your hands are down. Your back right leg is lifted. Stay with it. Hands to frame the front foot. You're going to creep back through center. Creep, 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 creep. Back over. The left hand's going to temp. The right arm's going to peel. You're going to go right into an easy twist. Use a block maybe. Right hand comes down. Step to a down dog. Breathe your left leg up and back. Three-legged down dog. Step the left foot forward and through. Stay low. Stay low. Don't come up. You're going to creep around through center. Keep creeping all the way, spinning around to the back edge of the mat. The right leg is forward. The back leg is back. Back leg is super charged up. You feel your right hip gripping, and you should feel pretty good stretch. Stay down low. Creep back through center. Just keeping your head kind of down. Left leg is forward. Right leg is back. Right hand tense. Left arm peels. Easy twist. Just fine-tuning the breath, the feeling, activation of that back leg. Hands to frame the front foot, step back, down dog. Step the right foot forward and through. Integrate that back leg, rise, high lunge. Bring it up. Hands to frame your front foot, down dog. Step the left leg forward and through. Rise, high lunge. Just moving on the breath. Zip it up. Hands to frame your front foot, down dog. Again, right foot steps, crescent lunge, bring it up. Moving on the breath, moving and breathing, getting out of our own way. Hands to frame the front foot, down dog. Left leg steps, breathing and moving, bring it up. Hands to frame your front foot, downward facing dog. Hold and breathe. Roll forward plank. Halfway to a push-up that suits your practice this morning. If you need to modify, please drop your knees. Re-straighten your arms, plank position. Good work. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Roll forward plank. Halfway to a push-up. Elbows slide right by that side body. Shoulders slide down the back. Revisit plank. It looks good. Hips go up and back, downward facing. Roll forward plank position. Halfway to a push-up. Up dog or cobra. Decide what feels best in your body this morning. Press even through your hands, the tops of the feet. Keep the neck neutral. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. The arms stay very active and straight. Look where you want to go. You're going to step to the top of the mat for the first one. Long spine when you arrive. Fold in half. Root to rise. Come all the way up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. The arms go straight up towards the sky. Just moving and breathing this morning. Nowhere else we need to be doing this. Dive over bent knees, forward fold. Long spine to set it up. You're going to step for this one to a plank. When you hit the plank position, halfway to a push-up. Up dog or cobra. Pick what feels best in your body or take it out completely if it doesn't work. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. The arms stay super straight. Look where you want to go. You're going to step, float, maybe hop, top of mat. Long spine when you arrive. Fold in half. Root to rise, come all the way up. Drag it to prayer, drop your arms. Arms go straight up towards the sky. Dive over bent knees, forward fold, let the head go. Long spine to prepare. Step. If you choose to float, you have to land into a low push-up chaturanga. Up dog pulls you through your body, press even. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Each one gets a little better, and if it's not, just kind of give yourself a little pep talk. Arms stay straight. Look where you want to go. Step or float, top of mat. long spine, fold, root to rise, come all the way up, drag it to prayer, drop your arms. Arms go up, dive over bent knees, forward fold, long spine to prepare, step or float through a vinyasa of choice. Upward facing is smooth, no jerky motions, hips go up and back, down dog, each one gets a little better. Arms stay active, look where you want to go, step or float, top of mat, land light, long spine, fold, root to rise, come all the way up. Drag it to prayer, drop your arms. We're very colorful today. Arms go straight up, yeah. Dive over bent knees, forward fold. Long spine to prepare, step or float through a vinyasa. Up dog pulls you through. Hips go up and back, down dog. One more, arms stay straight, look where you want to go, step or float, top of mat, land light. Long spine right here, fold. Root to rise, come all the way up. Okay, drag it to prayer, drop your arms, no one cares. Arms go straight up towards the sky, you're a friendly person. Dive over bent knees, forward fold. Long spine to prepare, step or float through a vinyasa. Smooth up dog. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Look to your hands. You're going to hop your feet all the way through, lay down on your back and grab your block. When you hit the floor, the block is going to go in between. I brought my ball because I saw it as it was rolling across my house. So you're going to start with your block in between your ankles like this, okay? Yeah, perfect. So you're going to reach for the block. I'm going to reach for my ball. And I'm going to take it in my hands, and I'm going to bring the block and the arms back and the legs down, okay? You're going to bring it back up. You're going to replace the object in between your legs. Now the hands are going to come behind the head. The shoulder blades are going to lift, and you're going to lower the legs down. Pick a distance that works for you. We're all different. Then bring it back up, okay? You're going to reach for the block. You're going to lower it all down. So it's like a hovering position. Lower back spread. You're going to bring it back up, place it back, hands behind the head, elbows open, lower back spread, lower the legs. You got it? I'm going to do it with you. Legs up, grab the block, bring it all down, hover. Bring it back up, place it in between, hands behind the head, lower just the legs. Keep going. Legs go up, grab it, and lower it. Nice and slow. Bring it back up, hands behind the head, lower just the legs, lower backs across the mat. Bring it back up, slide the hands to the block and lower it all down. So growing really long. Couple more. Here we go. Legs down, hands behind the head. Bring it back up, grab it, reach across the body, bring it back up. I'm avoiding a lot of things today. Hands behind the head, just so you know. Lower the legs, just kidding. Bring it back up. We're going to do two more. Arms and legs, hover. Bring it back up. Hands behind the head. Lower. Bring it back up. Remove the block. Hug the knees. Rock and roll a couple times. Yep. Cross your ankles and crawl back. That's a good one, isn't that? I like that. I'm such a dork. It's really controlled. Yeah, down dog, guys. Downward facing dog. Roll forward plank. Yeah. Let's tap it out this morning. Right hand, left shoulder. Here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. Neck long, spine straight. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Halfway to a push-up. Up dog pulls you through your body. Hips go up and back, downward facing. Right foot lands, back foot turns. Let's rise, warrior one. Heart rate should be up a little. That's the goal. Hands to frame your front foot. Chaturanga push-up. Up dog pulls you through your body. Hips go up and back, down dog. Left foot lands, back foot turns. Here we go. Rise, anchor, back leg trumps the pose. You got it. Bring it up. Hands to the floor, chaturanga push-up. The up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, downward facing. Right foot lands, back foot turns. Let's go, warrior one. To the floor we go, chaturanga push-up. Upward facing. Hips go up and back, down dog. Left foot lands, back foot turns. Rise, warrior one. Hands to frame your front foot, chaturanga. Upward facing. Hips go up and back, down dog. Right foot lands, back foot turns. Rise, warrior one. If you ever wondered what a yoga practice felt like with intervals, this is it. Yeah, hands to frame your front foot, chaturanga. Now, when you do things a bunch of times, you get a different experience. When you hit your downward facing dog, immediately step your left foot forward, rise, warrior one. There we go. Hands to frame your front foot, chaturanga push-up. Peel yourself through an up dog. Take a downward facing dog. Exhale the breath out. Good. Look where you want to go. Step or float, top of mat. Long spine. Fold. Let's go to chair pose. Weight moves into the heels. Pick your distance for your feet. They can either be together or a little separated. Shoot up to stand up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. Putting it all together. Arms go straight up. Heavy in your heels. Chair. Dive over bent knees. Forward fold. Long spine to prepare. Step or float. Upward facing is smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. Right foot lands, back foot turns, moving on the breath. Warrior one, right side. To the floor we go, chaturanga. Just switch legs, Rima. You did your left leg. Up, no, it's good. I like what people who are a little different. Left foot forward, back foot turns, rise. To the floor we go, chaturanga. Upward facing, get out of your own way. Hips go up and back, down dog. Arms are straight, look where you want to go. Step or float, top of mat. Long spine, fold, chair pose. Shoot up to stand up, drag it to prayer, drop your arms. Arms go straight up, heavy in your heels, chair. Sit your butt way back. Yeah, then fold over bent legs. Long spine sets it up, step or float, vinyasa. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. The right foot lands, the back foot turns, anchor, and then come up. So we're building momentum, but we're not getting sloppy. There's a difference. Hands come down to frame your front foot, chaturanga. Upward facing, take your time. Hips go up and back, down dog. The left foot lands when you are ready. Everyone moves a little different. Rise. Chaturanga push-ups. Take out what's not needed. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. Activate your arms. Look where you want to go. Step or float, top of mat. Long spine. Fold. Chair pose. Shoot up to stand up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. Arms go up. Heavy in your heels, chair. Dive over bent knees, forward fold. Long spine to set you up. Step or float, vinyasa. Upward facing is smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. Right foot lands, back foot turns, rise. Warrior one. To the floor we go, chaturanga push-ups. Up dog. Hips go up and back, down dog. The left foot lands, the back foot turns. To the floor we go, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Breathe your right leg up and back, three-legged down dog. Come forward and hug your right knee towards your navel. Extend the right leg up and back, three-legged down dog. Come forward to plank and hug your right knee in and up. Extend the right leg up and back. You got this. Come forward, hug your right knee straight in. Step the right foot smack in between your hands. Anchor that back foot and let's cartwheel open warrior two. Warrior two. Yeah. Yeah, so we had a good question in here this morning. Like, where should my hips be in warrior two? So it's an open hip position. So for example, closed hip position is warrior one and crescent lunge. So warrior two is open hip. So your thighs are opening, your hips are opening, your side ribs are long, and your body is stacked. So the best visual I can give you is that you're sitting in a squat, okay? You're sitting straight down into squat with your tailbone, but your hips are open and you're stacking yourself. Good. Wrap the right thigh open. That means that your big right toe rolls to the outside of your right baby toe. And you definitely need to keep your back leg on a little bit of an angle to kind of find that. Breathe across your body even so you're not leaning. Right. Close your eyes and go inward and hold. Reverse the warrior. Let your side body get real open. And we're going to have a little fun this morning. So you're going to use a little momentum to reach all the way out from this, to reach all the way out and reach way out past that right toes and step up into Ardha. You're going to step right up into Ardha Chandrasana early on here this morning. Yeah, so take that momentum from that reverse warrior all the way forward to kind of carry you in. Yeah, a block is very helpful. Kind of have to find the sweet spot with the block, enough forward off to the edge of that right baby toe, but long enough with your side ribs. Yeah. Soften behind your right knee always. Keep the right foot forward and lift the left leg up so it's like, hip height. Add in whatever feels appropriate this morning. If you're feeling very loosey-goosey, maybe you want to take a little bind. Maybe that's not in the cards. You just keep it basic. Keep sprawling that collarbone open, though, so you're rolling the right ribs. Regular Ardha, if you added any embellishments in. Fun transition. You're going to step into triangle. You're going to step right back into triangle. Grab anywhere across the front of your right shin. You got it. If you need the block, the recommendation is to have the block to the outside of your right calf, just so the shoulders, and that's nice setup. Rotation looks good. Lean back a little bit and hook in the side ribs. Feel like you're pulling your pant leggings or the skin up your leg. That's the feeling. Like you can catch it and you can kind of extend. So there's an opening. And then hang a little longer. See if you can find a little more space across your body. Anchor through your feet. Feel your inner and outer thighs. Circle it to the floor through a vinyasa, please. Once you hit the floor, you decide what feels best in your body. Some of you maybe feel a little more fatigued today. You just step to a dog. You hold for an extra breath. There's no pressure in here. You're not being graded, at least not today. Yeah, not today. I didn't bring my pens and paper. Breathe your left leg up and back. Breathe it up and back. You got it. Point your left toes, come forward, hug your left knee towards your navel. Give it a good little squeeze in. Arms are straight up and down. Yeah. Extend the left leg up and back, three-legged down dog. Come forward to plank, hug your left knee in and up. Give it a good little scoop in. We're entering the club. Extend the left leg up and back, three-legged down dog. Come forward, hug your left knee in and up. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Look all the way forward and step your left foot smack in between your hands. Turn your back foot on a pretty sharp angle and then cartwheel open warrior two. Warrior two. So there's no mirror here to kind of guide you. You have to kind of feel it intuitively in your body. Trust that my stance feels long enough. It feels wide enough. I feel like I'm energetically even in my body. My tailbone drops down. My butt doesn't stick out. My tailbone drops down. That's a big difference. Yeah. There's a wrapping open of that thigh, a spreading of the chest and the collarbone. And if you're sliding, you have to really anchor through your feet and your legs more. A few more breaths going inward. Oh, it feels great in here. Good job with the heat today. Now we're talking. I was going to call my brother and ask him to go to a sauna today, but I think I may cover it. Yeah, I think I'm good for the good schwitz. You got this. Good work, everybody. Flip the palm, reverse the warrior. So you pause in this moment because you want to feel like you're not going into your low back. There's a big difference. It's a side body opening. Good. Now you'll take the momentum, you'll reach way out, reach for the block and step up into Ardha. Yeah. Nice work. Any way that you kind of confine this and then get the mental clarity in the pose. You almost have to visualize yourself in the posture while you're in the pose. To quiet. Anything you want to add? Release any embellishments, Ardha. And then a soft step back to triangle. Triangle pose. Yeah. Pull up anywhere across the front of that left shin, or maybe utilize the block. Outside of calf, it can go up any height. Nice shot. There's a little lean back, guys. Say a couple more breaths. Circle to the floor. Let's hit plank position, and together let's lean on our right hand for a side plank, Vashisthasana. Now, if you know you need to modify, that's not a problem at all. You can drop your right knee right under your hip. Yeah, and modify. You can drop, you're staggering your left foot in front of your right foot. You can add in tree. Anything kind of works here. Yeah. Collarbone and chest nice and open as you breathe. Nice, Lila. Plank position slow. Lean on your left hand, Vashisthasana. Yeah, you just do what you can. If you need to modify, you modify. The left hand a smidgen in front of the left shoulder will kind of help you find the alignment. Add in whatever it is that works. I'd rather you find a pose you can hold and breathe in for a few really good breaths than be sloppy and unstable. Plank position slow. In plank, drop to your forearms. Yep. And we're going to crawl it out. So the left arm forward. Yep. Slide it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here we go for 10. Are we having fun? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Forearm plank, one hand at a time, plank position. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Good work. That was our warm up. We're going to go home now. Okay. Look where you want to go. Let's step or float to the top of the mat. Yeah, long spine when you arrive. Fold. Chair pose, weights in your heels. Let's get this out of the way. It's such a buzzkill. It really is. Yeah. Let's just bang it out. So you sit in chair, drag your hands to prayer, inhale the breath. Let's hook and twist towards me. You don't have to go deep in the pose either. There's a trick with this pose. Don't tell anyone I'm telling you. You can be in this posture and not work so hard. You kind of have to fake it till you make it. Right. So it's kind of about gather the alignment. Don't worry so much about the twist. kind of happens. The body naturally wants to twist in the pose once you set it up properly. Weights in your heels, so you keep your feet, your shins, your knees, everything kind of aligned. Chair pose. Drag it to prayer, pray. Inhale the breath, hook and twist towards the left. You got it. Find what works. Feet, shins, knees, everything nice and aligned. You're breathing into the twist. You're not holding your breath and just praying. Chair pose, pull it around. Shoot up to stand up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. Stand on your right leg and let's bend the left leg up into a tree. Yeah, let's go up into a tree pose. Anywhere along the course of your right leg, this left leg can bend up. Just make sure you're not like smushing the inside of the knee. Hands to prayer. Yeah. And then grow your branches, however that works for you. Steady support. Grip your hips in. Feel your side ribs engage. Draw your lower belly in. And just fix your eyes on something that's not moving. Good, fun transition today, okay? Why not? We're kind of on the theme of fun, right? Why don't we stay with the fun? You're like, I like the fun. We're gonna step into warrior two. Open it up, yeah. Good job. We'll reverse the warrior. And we're gonna reach way out and slide our hand to the outside of the foot today for an extended side angle A. I like a block. Arm can also just rest on the top of the thigh. Nice. Yeah, the block can go up high because sometimes the hip is so tight, you just need to support the pose in a better way. Now, the left arm, listen, is straight up towards the ceiling, or it can come up and forward, but only if you feel like your shoulder isn't locked up today. Your right hip gathers underneath you, kind of. You have to kind of grip it under and then turn your right ribs. That's it. Stay with it. Hands to frame your front foot. Left heel will pop up off the ground. You may need to walk your right foot a little to the right. You could use the same block, 10th the left hand and peel the right arm open, easy twist. Yeah. Perfect. Grip your right hip in. There's a scissoring of your inner thighs. Dave, and bring the block a little closer to your front foot. Yeah, so you don't feel like you're overreaching. Right hand to the floor, move the block to the side, spring to the top of the mat. Long spine on your inhale breath. Exhale, fold into yourself. Root to rise, come all the way up. Drag it to prayer, drop your arms. Stand on your left leg and bend your right leg up into tree. Yep, so this side of tree for me is down low, which is fine. So anywhere across the instep of that leg, and then grow your branches. The goal is to find stability. Stability in the pose, stability in your breath, stability mostly in your mind. Grip your outer hips in. Allow yourself to feel. So keep your open mind. Step into warrior two. Yep, warrior two. Your right leg takes a generous step back and you open your hips. Nice transition. Soften the shoulders down the back. You'll reverse the warrior. Let's take a little reverse warrior here. Let the side body open. And then reach way out and slide your hand to the outside of your left foot for an extended side angle A. So use a block. You can place it low, you can place it medium, you can place it high. You got it. Top arm can wrap up and forward. Grip your left hip in, turn your bottom ribs, find your breath. The moments that you get to hold and breathe are a gift. Hands to frame your front foot, pause. Walk the left foot a little bit to the left. Let the right heel pop up. Slide the block to the instep of the right foot and find your easy twist using. Most of us need the block. Having the hand down is fine, but a lot of us go into our shoulders. Yeah. You can always drop your back knee, totally acceptable. Zip up your inner thighs and steer your chest open. Hands to frame your front foot. Step to the top of the mat. Long spine on the inhale breath. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, come all the way up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. Little baby chair, tiny chair, baby chair. Yeah, wrap your left leg around your right leg. Wrap your left arm underneath your right arm. Eagle. Yeah, anything you want to do in this eagle pose. Most importantly, you're standing on your right leg and you're steering your hips back, and the weight is in that heel. Squeeze down the center line of the body and fix your eyes on something that's not moving. Lean forward a little with your torso, guys. There you go. Warrior 3, anywhere you want your arms. You can keep eagle arms. You can unravel yourself. You could use blocks, but you're balancing. You're standing on your right leg. Warrior 3. Yeah, lift your heart a little higher than everything else. Soften behind that right leg. Yeah. Hands to prayer. Look to the floor, left hand down, right arm slides to the flat part of your back, revolve dart into Chandrasana. You got it. Yep. You guys are very warmed up. Yes. You got a lot of good sweat going here. So let's take advantage. Soften behind that standing right leg. Your right hand could be on the flat part of your back, or you can extend your right arm up towards the sky. It's like not a definite thing. Not everyone's arms just stack up easily. But lift from the inner part of your left thigh. Nice. Stack it open and breathe. Squeeze the hips in. 2 more. Right hand to the floor. Step your feet together, top of mat. Long spine. Be deliberate. Fold. Let the head go. Wrap the right thigh around the left thigh. Start with the legs first, then wrap the right arm underneath the left arm. Yeah. No, make sure you're not yanking on your shoulders. Yeah, they should be up a little so you get more of a thoracic spine stretch. Good. Lean your torso forward a tad and then unravel. Warrior 3. Find your warrior 3. You can keep the eagle arms. You can place your hands onto block. You can bring them alongside the body. You can bring your hands to prayer, but work on evening the hips towards the ground. Your heart lifts a little higher than everything else. You fix your eyes on one spot and you breathe. Hands to prayer at heart. Right hand comes to the floor. Most of us need a block placed up nice and high. underneath that shoulder. Left hand comes to the flat part of your back. Now begin to lift that right leg a little bit more. Look sideways and then begin to look up. Revolved Ardha. The left arm opens only if you have that range of motion in the shoulder. If not, you kind of dump it, don't worry about it. Scissor the inner thighs together, hug the hips, stack it open and twist. Couple more, you got this. It's in the bag, I feel it. Left hand to the floor, listen carefully. Step your right foot to the right edge corner of your mat and widen your stance and come down into squat. Yeah, squat malasana. Yeah, you have to go really wide with your feet. Yeah, turn your toes out. You can always slide a block underneath your lower bum. Yeah, the goal in squat malasana is to sit up very tall. So Amy, go even wider with your feet. I know the feet. Yep, feet wide. And then you're gonna use your elbows to press the inside. There you go. And you wanna keep your heart and your chest very open. That's it. Haven't done this pose in a while. It feels really good because you're warm. Okay, just come out of it. You're gonna straighten your legs and you're gonna fold and just have your feet forward. Plant your hands to the ground and step to a dog. Step into a down dog. Good job. When you get to this down dog, roll forward to plank position. Yeah. Lower halfway to a push-up. Drag yourself through an up dog, but pause in the up dog if you can. And then hips go up and back, down dog. The right foot steps, crescent lunge, last standing pose, I promise. I mean, we've done them all, so there's not much left. Yeah, crescent lunge, come on up. Drag your hands to prayer at heart. Inhale the breath. You want to lean forward a little bit, everybody, and then hook and twist. Left elbow to the outside of that right thigh, or drop the bottom knee down and support yourself. Lean back a little, get the crown of the head to line up with that back heel. Zip up that back leg. Nice, Rima. Beautiful job, everybody. And breathe into the twist. The right hip likes to kind of wing out, hug it under. Hands to frame your front foot, step to plank. You got this. Halfway to a push-up, keep it tight. Up dog pulls you through. Hips go up and back, down dog. So without even thinking, just step that left foot forward, crescent lunge. The body is ready to just kind of go into it. Lean into it. Drag the hands to prayer. Lean way out first, then hook to twist. So your elbow can naturally get to the outside of that thigh, or modify by dropping that back knee. Straight line of energy from that back right heel all the way through the crown of the head as you lean back into it a little. Zip up that left hip. Yeah, you got it. Nice. So the mind starts to get angry, it yells at the body. Right. Breathe into the sensation. You're feeling it's not lasting for much longer. Embrace it. Hands to frame your front foot, and just like that, plank position. Halfway to a push-up. Drag yourself through a smooth up dog. Hips go up and back, downward facing. The right knee comes forward for a half pigeon. You worked hard for it. Yep, come forward, half pigeon, right side. If this is something that doesn't work in your body or your practice today, please find an alternative. You can come onto your back. Down dog, let's switch sides. Left knee forward, half pigeon. Yeah. If you're on your back, you can just switch. Yep. The humidity in the room is going to let you like really get into that hip. So breathe into it. Couple more breaths. Good. Use the strength of your body. Come up. Lean onto the left side. You can swing your right leg around. You'll face towards the mirrored wall over here, and you're actually going to spread your legs. So we'll go into the wide straddle. Normally, bring your block with you. You probably need it. So I have a challenge. I always had a challenging time doing this, and so when the nature spot, and then a strong flex of the feet. And I've had days where I just need to stay like this and keep it very active. So don't feel like you need to go any further. You're still going to get plenty. Now the right arm's going to rest on the inside of the leg. I suggest having a block. You can place your arm up here because it's going to help. Okay, because the goal is going to be to hook the big toe. That's why if you have a block there, it may be a little bit of a support. Okay. The left arm's going to extend up towards the sky. Now, what you don't want after this whole class is this, right? We worked on opening everything. So hand here. If it doesn't work, hand could be on your hip. There's not many yoga poses that make you sore. This one will leave you feeling toasty later. Yes, left arm up. Now, if you got more, the arm's going to reach up and forward. For those of you that are very mobile, the hand will meet. I can't even do that. That's not in the cards ever again in my life. That's okay. But what you want is you're steering your chest open. So if you're dumping down, you kind of defeat the purpose. Breathe. Keep flexing your feet. Pay attention to the little things. Make sure you're not rolling in. 3 more breaths. Let the top arm pull you back up. Pause. Okay, let's try the other side. The block is helpful. You can really prop it up here and just stay kind of passive as well. You'll hook the big toe. So just stay passive. It doesn't have to be a big, bold. You want to sit up. You really want to zip up your core. No, you're good. Yeah. Flex your feet more. Flex, 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 flex. Now the right arm up. This may be as much as you do. Just a little bit. Now the top arm up and over is going to give you that side body. There's a steering of your chest. 3 more breaths. Exhale the breath, come up. And then slide forward. And this is where you could rest your arms on block. Same thing happens. You'll notice that your toes want to turn in. So flex, 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 flex. Prop yourself up if you need to and breathe. It's a good one. Yeah. Use the strength of your body, come up, swing the left leg forward, lay down on your backs. When you hit the floor, move the block with you. We're going to set up for bridge followed by wheel, if that's in the cards. Bend your knees, fingertips skim the backs of your heels. Yeah, slide blocks underneath your feet, place a block underneath your low back if that kind of suits your practice this morning. Maybe you want a little bit more of a passive experience. Like not every pose should knock you down so you can't get back up. That's not the goal. Keep the neck nice and neutral. Clasp the hands around the block if you've chosen that option. There's a lift from the tailbone to the back of the knees. There's a wrapping in of the thighs. Exhale the breath lower down. You'll hit the floor. You'll take a breath in. If you're on a block, just stay. Take a breath out. Repeat. Flip the palms if you're moving on. Chin to chest. Giant breath in for full wheel, or just repeating a second set of bridge, supported bridge. Anchor through your feet. Wrap the thighs down and under, and then lift up. Good, Amy. Lift a little higher. From the tailbone to the back of the knees, you lift, 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 lift. Nice job. Exhale the breath, lower down. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Gather a big squeeze around yourself. Yeah. Reach the outer weight of your feet. Pull your knees down around your rib cage. Yeah, happy baby. If you can, hook onto your big toes, guys. Yeah. And go for a wide straddle on your back. So when you're on your back, your legs are hooked. Your toes are hooked and your legs are straight. So it's like that. Kind of what we just did on our seated. Yeah. Now you're going to keep your legs up in space like this in like a wide V. Your arms are going to reach forward. Your hands are going to come to a prayer. And you're going to pulse up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got it. 6. Keep flexing the feet. Keep the legs engaged. 9, 10. For another 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs together, arms reach up towards the toes for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. For another 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last thing, hands behind the head, bend the knees. Elbows are going to wrap towards the sides of the knees, and then you're going to open it up for 10. Good. Squeeze it in like a little cannonball for 9. Good. For 8. Yep. Open it up for 7. Perfect. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug the knees in. Drop them over to the right and upper body a little to the left. Come up to center, drop the knees over to the left, upper body to the right, unless you went the wrong direction. Pick the way you didn't go yet. Come up to center, hug your knees in towards your chest, and take the next 2 minutes for rest, Shavasana. Everything you did is done. Just find rest. Make yourself comfortable. It is the master pose. Complete relaxation. Big full breath in. Loud, complete exhale breath out. Arms up over the top of the head for a full body stretch. Hug the knees in towards the chest. And rock up any way that feels appropriate in your practice this morning to kind of finish it off. Keep your eyes closed if that's available to you. Let the hands draw to a prayer and just have a moment of silence for yourself, a moment of gratitude. Lift the head, open the eyes. Namaste. Have an awesome afternoon. That was a lot of fun. Very sweaty. Drink lots of water.